this? All right. Great night. This Jackson State team is, man, these guys play really hard. They just compete and compete and compete. And Mo is clearly, I mean, come on, he's one of the best basketball guys and ambassadors for this game ever. And the opportunity to have Kenny Walker and Purvis in the gym was super special. And, BBN showed out like they always do for a game that might not be perceived as a headline game. And it was a great night. Proud of our guys. Thought they did a ton of good things. And it was fun. We got to see everything. We got to see a ton of transition and a ton of shots and all kind of fireworks from all of our guys. And, got to see shoes flying in the air. It was a magical evening. Oh, Lee's saying I shouldn't have said that. I thought it was fantastic. Okay.
Mark, your guys at the end seemed to get a bigger kick out of anything of Travis and Trent both getting their first threes. Do you remember your first collegiate points and what it meant to you?
Ooh.
What do you think it meant to those guys?
That's a great question, and I can't actually, when you ask me that. I'm not sure. I didn't score many, so you would think I'd remember. I don't remember for me, but I think for TP and Trent, it's those guys are. We've talked about them a lot, right? They're really, really special, and they're having a massive impact on this team, and their futures are incredibly bright. And I love when it's hard to sit for 35 minutes and come play, and I think they're taking it really seriously. And I thought they came to play tonight. I thought they were awesome. I thought they were really good, doing a really hard thing, and so I'm proud of those guys. And it's incredibly beautiful to have freshmen that you can trust like we trust them, and they have great futures.
Coach, last game you talked about Kobe, of how you were trying to get him going outside of his three-point shooting. Well, he went 5 of 8 from 3, but in the first half, he used that shoulder a little bit, like you were talking, finished around the rim. Yeah. How is his game evolving outside of the lethal three-point shooter that we know he is?
Yeah, so he had a couple cuts that I loved. He had the late cut in the first half down the key on the left block, and then he had the back door right in front of our bench where, like, Amari just like, I'm going to throw it into triple coverage, and somehow Kobe won it and earned himself free throws. It was an unbelievable winning catch. It was really special. I thought Kobe was really good tonight about choosing the simple play and executing really quickly. He was much more of a pop rule vibe tonight. I was really proud of that, and I thought he was. I was really excited about his cuts, and I thought he was. I thought he was excellent defensively. Actually, had a couple strips that were really incredible job with championship chess, catching the move. Like, he was catching multiple moves in isolation. I thought he was really good. I thought he was terrific. And then maybe one of my many favorite moments of the night, he banged a 3 right in the corner in front of me and turned around and started talking trash to me, which that was awesome. I love that. So, Kobe's in a tough spot, man, because he goes 5 for 8 from the three-point line, and it's destroying his shooting percentage, which is just crazy. I've never seen that in my lifetime. So, he sure is doing special things for us, like all of our guys are right now.
We did talk a lot about threes this week. Obviously, the high for the season so far with makes and attempts. Did you see anything different out there? Or was there a different focus even on that coming in?
Well, it was certainly different defensively. This was a team that was much more eager to the ball. They're really, really heavy bottom, bringing multiple bodies. So it was just easier for extra passes to come by for sure. There was a lot of pressure, and so the game got a little scattered. But with all that said, I thought our guys did an unbelievable job making plays for each other. 29 assists is a good number for us. I'd take that any night. And especially, guys, especially in a game like this where it's so easy to think, man, in this game I'm just going to get one for myself. We just have a DNA. These guys have built a DNA on this team where they're actually excited to make plays for each other. And I'm telling you, that bodes well, and it's rare, and it's important for the way we play and how this game's made up. And our guys are going to continue to believe more and more that when they, the more they give, the more they get back. It's the way this game works when it's right, and certainly they got to feel that tonight. I was really proud of them. You got to approach it with faith. There's faith. If I make this next pass, right? If I just trust this game, if I trust the way we play, that it's going to work out for me, and it did. One of the special stories for us tonight was that we had 11 players score, 11 of our 12 guys score, and the only player that didn't score led us in assists. That's exactly how a Kentucky basketball team is supposed to function. We had one guy that didn't score, and he led us in assists with 7. And every other guy on the court scored and shared the ball. And I think we had 4 guys with 5 or more assists in the game. And those are all really important markers for how we want to represent this state and how we want to play this game and what we believe wins. So I was super proud of all that. You can tell I'm hyped about it.
Mark, Colin posted a team best plus 29 in just 13 minutes. Have you seen him get more comfortable? Looks like the last 2 games he's looked a lot more comfortable out there.
Yeah, Colin not scared. He checked in the game and raced down and shot a 30-footer in transition. It was like, yep, I got this. He's an incredible talent. I mean, none of us, I can't. There's nobody in this room that can relate to, going and putting down the basketball for 2 years. He's an extraordinary talent. We're all going to be surprised with what he turns into, but we shouldn't be. He's really an extraordinary talent. Beautiful young man too.
Mark, you talk about the unselfishness, but this was 12 guys on a roster you had to put together really quickly. Were you able to determine that during kind of the interview process before you were ever extended?
Well, yes. The answer is yes. Yeah. So we have so much, especially with these guys out of the transfer portal, right? You have so much data on them and kind of footage of them, but also, I don't know, guys. I think Kentucky attracts really good people. Because if you come to Kentucky, then you by definition, it's the one place in all of college basketball where you are representing just a fan base in a different, unique way, right? And to want that, it's almost like its own filter, right? To really want that. And so I think it's built into the DNA of our guys. And I think our guys have also done an unbelievable job being intentional about trying to learn each other and love each other. We've talked about that a lot. But I think that's what Kentucky draws, right? Everybody knows that we talk about the name on the front of the jersey. Like, our guys know that. They know that when we recruit them. And so in general, I think every guy that we recruit is desperately dreaming of hanging a banner and going to play in the NBA. But they believe the pathway to do that is not actually making this exclusively about themselves. And that sounds like a strong statement, but it's hard not to be that way, right? It's easy to be that way. So I think the filter's pretty good, and certainly our guys are proving that right now. And it doesn't come easy. It's not a one conversation thing. It's the thing that our guys are talking to each other about every single day, trying to kind of believe that and trust in that path. But I'm proud of how our guys are functioning.
Mark, you've been talking about stretching Brandon out a little bit, and played a lot of minutes tonight. And this line is just full of numbers.
Yeah.
What'd you like about his energy and that sort of thing?
I thought BG was great tonight. I thought, his 6 assists is a great number for him. In fact, I think BG was a 6'2", which is really good for him, actually. The 6 assists is great with 3 steals and 3 blocks, right, in a really physical game on the interior with some big bodies, like some really big bodies. I thought as the game went on, he got better and better and better. I thought he made some really great challenge catches. I thought he was really disciplined with how he distributed the ball. You know, he's a decision maker on our team, and I thought he was terrific tonight. I thought he was super forceful inside, trying to, you know, there's sometimes where he finishes moves a little bit weak, soft, going away. And tonight I thought he was super forceful against big bodies. There was a lot of growth in him tonight.
You mentioned Travis, Trent, Colin kind of all being under different circumstances this season. Kerr, obviously, the guy who had 0 points and 7 assists. How big of an adjustment is that for him, starting 93 games over his career and then coming into this role and embracing it seems like?
Well, he was that way from the beginning, too. I mean, I think he knew exactly what he was walking into, and I think he loves it. And I'm telling you, you know, Kerr Krissa, I don't know if we get him walking in our doors every year. I just think I'm enjoying and savoring every second I get to coach him because he's really unique. He's bringing so much to our team. You know, it's interesting. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but we're in I don't know, second half. We kind of made a run. This is back in the Duke game. And we're somewhere in the second half. And, you know, we made a run early, and then Duke kind of came back and pushed it up to 7 or 8 or 9. And maybe it was we were a little stymied in a moment. And we come to a media timeout, and we're walking in the huddle, and Kerr's just pushing everybody, just shoving them, right? And he just refuses to accept whatever the common vibe is. He's going to be contrary to it, right? And it's really important, and our guys receive it really well. And it just helps keep everybody kind of sharp. He's really special. He's got a really unique skill set and personality, and he brings a defiance and a swag and an insistence to our team. And he's also got this incredible commitment. You know, I mean, I think it was probably the first blue-white scrimmage when we all sat down and I mentioned that Kerr had promised that he was going to be the best pace guy in college basketball, and he kind of has lived up to that every single second. He's been on the floor every single game, right? And that's an incredible, consistent determination that's beautiful too. So he's got both of those vibes going on in a really special package, and he's special, and he was special tonight. You know, you think about it: 7 assists, 0 points. Let's go. He's cool with that. It's pretty cool. And the dude's going to put up 20 one night when you need him to, too.
Coach, I think you said in a previous press conference that you haven't been surprised by any of your players. You kind of knew exactly what you were getting when you brought them here to Kentucky. But I think the play of Otega Owe has certainly surprised Big Blue Nation. Just talk about Double O tonight, another 20-point game.
You know, it's interesting with Otega, right? So is something really great about Otega. He's 8 for 12. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He's got 21 points, 2 assists, 0 turnovers, 3 steals, and ends up with 20 points on the night. And like, we don't get to him until the very end of the press conference, when he kind of does that every single night. He gets us off to unbelievable starts every single night. He's got a physicality and a joy about him. I think he's been incredible. I'm really proud of him. You know, one of the things that all of us are working on growing, and one of the things that he's been focusing on growing on is like being an everyday, every play guy. And man, he's probably been our most consistent guy in games, and that is a massive tribute to him. And you know, Coach Fox works with him a lot, and I'm just really proud of him, man. He's just bringing joy every single game. The only time I got mad at Otega today was when he was celebrating with his guys too much after a play and not running transition defense, but he was really special. But I have to stop talking about him because he's starting to get a big head back here. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.